Hey, good morning, guys. This is Greg with Ideal Trading Ideas, and today we're going to be talking about Hanesbrand Inc. As you can see, we have their investor relations tab up on the screen. And what we're going to do is just run through the page really quick and then move on, right? So as you can see, the symbol is HBI, Hanesbrand Inc. It's on a 15-minute delay for their page. Current stock price is $18.35. There's no change during after hours. Previous day's close was $18.35, and the volume right now is 0, right? On their tabs, we have our company, investors, newsrooms, careers, sustainability, and contact us. As you can see, stock price is $18.35, no change. And as you can see right here, Hanesbrand Inc, HBI, on the New York Stock Exchange. Investors contact Hanesbrand Inc Investors Relations. This is all their information that you need right here, and their emails if you want to contact them, right? So investors, most recent, they have a webcast, right? Q2 2021 Hanesbrand Inc earnings conference call. That's going to be on August 5th, 2021. We have financial news releases. Hanesbrand sets date for second quarter 2021 earnings announcements and investor conference call, right? They put that out on July 21st, 2021. We have investors presentations, HBI investor presentation that was put out May 2021, right? As we move on down, we have 2021 investor day, press releases, facts, investor day handout, HBI investor presentations from May 2021, and we have a video presentation. We can scroll down. You see the webcast, obviously the same from before. It's going to be a conference call, and then we can kind of scroll down, look at financial news right here. Hanesbrand set date for second quarter earnings announcement conference call, and this is everything they put out, and then they have even more, right? Moving down, we have supplemental information, HBI investors presentation. Move on. We have their 2020 10K. So this is some of the stuff that's going to be in your SEC filings, and we can kind of scroll down and they have print page. So if you want to, you can print the page, RSS feeds, and email alerts, right? So if you want to get any email alerts in dealing with your Hanesbrand stock, hey, go right there, type your email address in, and you'll start getting alerts. What we're going to do is move forward to our Robinhood page, and as you can see, we have Hanesbrands up here and currently valued at $18.35, right? It's positive 31 cents for the day, or positive 1.72%. And after hours, we haven't moved at all, right? We're going to run through the charts really quick. 1 week chart says that we're up $1.08, or positive 6.25%. 1 month chart says that we're down 45 cents, or negative 2.39%. 3 month chart says that we're down $2.65, or negative 12.62%. 1 year chart says that we're up $4.39, or positive 31.45%. And the 5 year chart says that we're down $8.51, or negative 31.68%. So what we're going to do is keep pushing forward to our E-Trade account, right? And we're up under the analyst research tab, right? So analyst price targets, average price target for HBI is going to be $23.67. We're going to scroll up just a bit, and the high is going to be 27 and the low is going to be 20, right? It says in the last 3 months, 6 ranked analysts set 12-month price targets for HBI. The average price target amongst the analysts is $23.67, which is right there. Analysts compare the price targets to the current market price of the stock to determine how much potential upside or downside movement there could be in the stock price. So we have this orange line right here that's going to resemble our $27 high, and then we have our blue line, which is going to be our average cost of $23.67, and then we have the purple line, which is going to be our $20 low. As we scroll down, we get to actually see the different analysts that put those price targets out there, and we have Wells Fargo, Stifel, Credit Suisse, Barclays, UBS, so on and so forth, right? So we have buys all the way down, except for on May 12th, where we got a hold from J Soul, right? So price targets 23, 25, 24, 23, 20. And obviously there are more people out there. We can click on the next button and see the other analysts that put their stuff out there. And then you have the analyst average returns, or HBI, right? So some people returns are better than others. Then we have analyst success rates right here, and then we have articles. So you can always click on the read articles to find out exactly what these analysts were talking about in dealing with HBI, right? So what we're going to do is press forward, go over here to our Yahoo Finance, and we just want to scroll down real quick, right? We have a fair value right now for HBI. They said it's overvalued. We're going to move on to chart events. Right now, they're saying that it's a bearish pattern detected on momentum. And then we have a performance outlook, right? So short term, 2 weeks to 6 weeks, they're saying down. Mid-term, 6 weeks to 9 months, they say down. And then they say sideways. And then long-term, 9 months, they're going to say up. So what I want to do actually is go back to our E-Trade account really quick, scroll up, and then move on to fundamentals so that you can see and get a little bit more information, right? So for those of you who want more information about the stock, you have key statistics, balance sheets, we have income statement, cash flow, SEC filings, right? And then we can move on to earnings. So you can see your earnings information. And even in earnings, we have PE trends, analyst trends, revenue, cash flow. We have insider activity. This is one of the areas that I actually really like looking at because it shows you, hey, what the insiders, the people that actually, like the directors and the different officers, CFOs, so on and so forth, what they're doing with their shares, right? Are they buying, are they purchasing, or they're awarded shares, options, so on and so forth. So you can see right here, award options, right? 4,584. So that person was given that. And then we have different purchases right here. There was a director back in May, an officer purchase. And then we see that back in April timeframe, April 6th, if I'm not mistaken, we have a sale right here. And then back in March 1st, we have a sale. So this is an officer, two different, well, same person actually, officers, and we have a general counsel that sold shares as well. And it also shows you how many shares and how much it was valued at, right? So this person sold 50,000 shares right there, and Upchurch sold twice, it looks like. And first, one of the times it was 90,000. The first time before that was 47,000, right? So it shows you how much. So it was 1.8 million right there. And then when they sold again, or before then, it was 864,000, right? So you can kind of just scroll through, figure out, hey, what different people were doing with their shares that are already inside the company, that has insider information and what they did with their shares, right? So just want to go back to E-Trade real quick and touch base on that. So what we're going to do is push forward to Hbi Dividend History, right? We have an ex-dividend date of May 20th, 2021. We have a dividend yield of 3.33%. We have an annual dividend of 60 cents, and then they're not showing the PE ratio. So right now we have the cash amount dividend paid out quarterly of 15 cents. So each share that you own of Hanesbrand is going to pay you 15 cents a quarter, right? So for those of you who own, let's say, 1,000 shares of Hanesbrand, just pull out your calculator right there, and you're just going to go 1,000 times 0.15 equals, and which means they're going to pay you $150 a quarter, right? So you'll make $150 a quarter on that, which would be 150 times 4, which means that you will earn about $600 on 1,000 shares of Hanesbrand, right? So that's just me going far out there when it comes to Hanesbrands. Obviously, the share price around that right now is $18.35. So we're just gonna show you real quick how much it would cost to own 1,000 shares. And if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be about $18,000. Yeah, $18,350. So to own 1,000 shares of Hanesbrands, you would have to come up with $18,350, right? Now, there are other ways to kind of mimic those 1,000 shares with option trades, but we're not going to be going through that in this video. We're going to move forward and go over here to our trading view chart. And as you can see, we have it already mocked up with our red lines, which is going to be our resistance lines, and our blue lines are going to be our support lines, right? And we have our 2021 resistance line and 52-week highs. So we like to mock it up for 52-week highs and 52-week lows, as you can see right here. So what we're going to do is kind of push back in time to see, hey, how high, was it back in 2016, right? So we didn't go all the way back. We just stopped at 2016. So 2016, we were high at 31.36. We had a low right around the 21.35 range. Going into 2017, we had a high of 25.76 and a low of about 18.92. We go over to 2018, we had a high of about 23.33 and a low of about 11.51. Going into 2019, we had a high of about 19.37 and a low of about $12.91. Going into 2020, as you know, pandemic happened. That's why we have this big drop around here. We dropped down to about $6.94. So anybody that grabbed Hanesbrand at that $6.94, hey, if you held, hey, you're golden right now. You're going to be smiling. I wish I would have bought my shares at that point, right? And then we got a high of about $17.73. And then we go over into 2021. Right around here, we see that before 2021, we have another drop. It dropped down to a support level of $12.91, a little bit lower than that actually. But going into 2021, we had a low of $14.20, and then as of now, we have a high of about $22.81, right? And since then, it's actually dropped down from its low. But remembering back to what the financial analysts were saying, they believe that in the next 12 months, we're going to be somewhere in that $23 range. So they believe that Hanesbrand is going to move up in value, not continue to drop down in value, right? So I would tell you guys to find a good spot to possibly buy Hanesbrand shares at, especially while it's down here in the $18, $17 range. Grab those shares, hold on to them. And remember, I like to move in lots of 100. So if you're able to grab 100 shares, you can obviously go ahead and do your covered calls on the stock to earn some money. And what I'm going to do is actually show you guys really quick on how to do that, right? So we're going to go back to our Robinhood platform. As you can see, we have HBI Hanesbrand up on the screen. We're going to click on Trade HBI Options, and we're going to just take a look at saying, hey, we bought, let's just say we went ahead and bought HBI. We bought 100 shares of HBI, right? So 100 shares at the current price of $18.35 is going to be basically $1,835. That's what's going to cost us 100 shares, right? So at that point, we're going to be looking at a $19 strike, right, of trying to sell these shares. So we're going to click on sell call, and we're going to change that. We're just going to change it to, let's say, 2 weeks away. So August 13th. We'll just use August 13th, right? So if we sell those 100 shares for $19, which is the strike price right here, or say that we're willing to sell, they'll pay us 55 cents per share, right? Which is going to be 55 cents times 100, which is going to be $55. So they're willing to give us $55 up front for saying that we'll sell at 19, right? So the difference between the 850 and the 19 is 50 cents also. So that's going to be another $50 that we've made on those shares. So 50 cents times 100 is going to be $50. So not only that we get $55 up front, we also receive another $50 just for selling at 19 if it reaches $19 by August 13th, right? So in all, we have a possibility of making $105 total. But hey, if it doesn't reach $19, we hold on to our shares and we still got paid $55 up front, right? So that $1,835 that you would spend up front will get you back $55 up front, and possibly another $50 equaling $105 for the sell at 19. Obviously, you'll get your original $18.35 back, but on top of that, you would have $105. So it's up to you on how you choose to play the game. Now, if it doesn't sell, remember, you keep your shares and you're able to repeat this same process the following month, so on and so forth, actually following week, right? So you can go weekly and click August 20th, right? And as you can see, they're offering 60 cents. You can decide to just say, hey, I don't want to deal with any of it, and just go to August 27th, skip over all the rest of the month. And as you can see, they're offering 63 cents. Not much, but you could just say, hey man, I'll take that $63 up front for the sale at 19. And remember, between $18.35 that you bought at, and that price, and I think we got the numbers a little jacked a little bit, but you know, it's going to be a nice amount of money, right? So let's say 30, 40 cents, something like that, right? So 45 cents, if I'm not mistaken. So 45% return, actually more than that. We'll do the math really quick. So if the difference between 19 minus 18.35, 65 cents. So we got the math a little jacked up, right? So 18.35, right, is what we bought at. If we sell at 19, we're going to come out with 65 cents or $65. And then we add in the 63 cent right here, which is going to be another 0.63. They're giving us 128, so it's going to be $128 actually, right? So if we just skip past the whole month and just chose August the 27th, right, they'll give us 63 up front, and then if it sells at $19, we'll earn a total of $128. Anyway, this is a real simple way to get your original money back and make some money on top of that, right? This is called covered calls, right? So you're going to be selling your calls. And hey man, it's something that's real simple. Hopefully you guys have learned something from this video. I know it's been maybe a week or so since I dropped another video, but hopefully you learned something about covered calls and how to make your money with it. And hey, this is going to be passive income from you from a weekly to monthly or bi-weekly, however you want to do it, right? This is how you can earn monies, right? Anyway, hopefully once again you learned something from the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. And hey, I appreciate all the support and love that you guys have given me. Please remember to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.